Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Erika Jayne sets the record straight on her status with Tom Girardi. Housewives' Erika Jayne also compared her and Tom's separation to Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky's. Since filing for divorce from Tom Girardi in November 2020, Erika Jayne has not looked back. The former attorney's name has been mentioned many times over the years on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and the cameras even picked back up at the end of the season 14 finale to cover her reaction to him being found guilty of 4 counts of wire fraud. However, amid her estranged husband's legal issues, Erika has not been in contact with him. "Are you in touch with Tom in any way today?" a producer asked her during the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. "No," she responded. On that RHOBH after show, the producer added, "Tom was eventually found guilty. Looking back, how do you feel about that now?" "I just back from doing Broadway, like 2 days ago," Erika replied, referring to her second stint in Chicago, which took place in January 2025. "And I thought about exactly 5 years ago, right, when I was there in New York and everything was falling apart, and I couldn't get a hold of him, and it was just in chaos." Though Erika doesn't have regrets about her separation, she admitted that there were moments where she would think about him. "It doesn't have quite the claws that it did," she added. "Could I have ever foreseen that this is the way that this man's life would have ended? No." As time has gone on, Erika has adjusted to her new normal without her husband of 21 years. "Did it really hurt? Did I grieve this for a long time? For many reasons, many layers, yes," she said. "Does it hurt less and less every day? Now, yes, it's time to move on." Because Tom is nearly 34 years older than her, she always anticipated that she would live without him someday. However, she said she never expected things to happen as they did. "This was such a random, like, what are you talking about kind of ending. Just all of this cascading insanity, and that I think is what really hurt the most." She then juxtaposed her separation to Kyle Richards' split from Mauricio Umansky. "If you were to compare it to say how Mauricio and Kyle, while painful, not taking away the pain, but it's more amicable," she said. "Like, this was chaotic. It was just nuts, chaos, and you're like, how do I make it out of here?" Though she's been separated for nearly 4.5 years, Erika doesn't think she'll ever walk down the aisle again. "I don't feel that that's where I'm at," she said on an episode of the Two T's in a Pod podcast in August 2024. "I have a lot of work to do, and I really just want to be successful on my own. I have, for the first time, my own thing," she continued. For real. And being a grown-up, you know. Like, this isn't being 20 and being married to your husband and having a child. This is Erika out on her own doing it, and it feels good." Find out what Erika had to say about her son, Tommy Zizzo, at that RHOBH reunion. The lights may have dimmed on the glittering marriage that once defined Erika Jayne and Tom Girardi's high society union, but the spotlight remains very much on the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, as she continues to navigate the fallout from one of the most scandal-ridden divorces in reality TV history. And now, after months of speculation, whispered rumors, and tabloid firestorms, Erika is stepping out from the shadows of legal drama and broken promises to make one thing crystal clear: she's setting the record straight. In a sit-down interview that's as raw as it is revealing, Erika pulls no punches. "There's been so much said about me, about us, and about what people think they know," she begins, her voice steady, though her eyes carry the weight of years spent defending every move she's made. "But the truth? That's been buried under layers of headlines and assumptions. Once a power couple, now a cautionary tale. It's hard to forget the glamorous narrative Erika and Tom once projected. She, a fierce pop performer and reality TV diva with platinum hair and designer stilettos to match. He, a legendary trial attorney decades her senior, with a Rolodex full of powerful friends and a courtroom reputation built on David Vizgoliev victories. Together, they were almost mythic, wealthy, untouchable, the ultimate juxtaposition of Hollywood glitz and legal grit. But by late 2020, the sparkle had faded, replaced by allegations, lawsuits, and a divorce filing that shocked even the most jaded of Bravo fans. Tom Girardi was accused of embezzling millions from vulnerable clients, widows, orphans, and victims of catastrophic events. And Erika, she was dragged him because he was broke. That I knew everything. That I helped him. I've heard it all, Erika says, her tone edged with both defiance and fatigue. But the truth is far less cinematic. The divorce, a decision long in the making. Erika is quick to point out that her marriage to Tom had been unraveling long before the lawsuits became public. People think I woke up one day, saw a headline, and walked out the door. It wasn't like that, she explains. I stayed for years, trying to make it work. But there comes a point where love alone doesn't carry the weight of everything else. Behind closed doors, Erika says the dynamic between her and Tom had shifted. Once attentive and supportive, Tom had grown distant, distracted, and dismissive. It was like living with a ghost of the man I married, she says softly. There was no partnership anymore. When she filed for divorce in November 2020, the public quickly speculated it was a legal maneuver, a way to shield assets amid growing legal scrutiny. Erika, however, maintains that her decision was deeply personal. There was no master plan, she insists. There was just me trying to survive. Legal drama and public scrutiny. If Erika thought divorce would bring clarity, she was mistaken. The lawsuit soon ballooned. Accusations mounted. And through it all, she became the face of a scandal she says she never asked to be part of. I wasn't on the law firm's payroll. I wasn't at the firm. I wasn't writing checks, she says. But people expected me to have answers, to take the blame. Indeed, critics questioned how someone could live in a $13 million Pasadena mansion, flaunt designer labels, and claim ignorance. Erika doesn't deny the luxury, but she bristles at the assumption that her lifestyle was evidence of complicity. Yes, I lived well. But Tom was wealthy before I met him, she says. I didn't question where the money came from because I had no reason to. And let's be honest, how many wives know the ins and outs of their husband's law firm? Her current status with Tom. As for where she stands with Tom today, Erika doesn't hesitate. I haven't spoken to him in years, she reveals, not since I left. Their relationship, she says, is not only over but irreparably broken. It's not just about the legal stuff, it's everything. The lies, the betrayal. The man I thought I knew is not the man who exists today. Erika says she's made peace with the fact that reconciliation is not on the table. There's no going back. Not now, not ever. She also touches on Tom's reported cognitive decline, which has complicated the legal proceedings. It's tragic, she admits. No matter what he's done, watching someone deteriorate like that, it's heartbreaking. Rebuilding Erika Jayne. These days, Erika is focused on rebuilding her image, her finances, her sense of self. I lost everything, she says. The house, the lifestyle, the career momentum. I had to start over with nothing but my name. She returned to the stage in Las Vegas with a residency that's part confession, part celebration. Erika Jayne is still standing, she smiles. Stronger, wiser, and with a hell of a lot more edge. Reality TV remains part of her life, but with boundaries. I've learned what to share and what to guard, she explains. People love to watch you fall, but rising? That's where the real story is. Clearing the air, one interview at a time. With this latest public statement, Erika says she hopes to silence some of the noise. I don't expect everyone to believe me, but I do want the opportunity to be heard. She's not seeking pity, she adds, just understanding. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes, but I'm not a villain. As she walks away from a chapter defined by scandal and sorrow, Erika Jayne is clear-eyed and unafraid. "You don't get to rewrite my story for me," she says, her voice unwavering. "I'm writing it myself now." And if her past was wrapped in diamonds and drama, her future, she hopes, will be defined by truth.